London, 1926. At 7:28 p.m. the last train of the day from Brighton arrived at Liverpool Street Station as part of the Paris-London connection. The group of people gathered on the platform shook off their lethargy upon hearing the locomotive. They sprang up and began moving toward the platform in large numbers, to greet, to help, to attend, to fall into embraces or shake hands. Among the passengers was a man no one was waiting for. He, in fact, did not expect anyone to be. He himself did not fully know why he had come here at all. He only knew on whose orders. And that had to be enough for him. There are people you do not ask, but why? He remembered London as if through a fog, not because of the capital's usual weather. He had been here as a child, and only for a brief moment, as he later learned as an adult. Now, he too was like a child in the fog, disoriented, wandering through the streets. It hurt him inwardly. He felt humiliated. A disoriented detective, like an actor without a head, he thought, and waved to a cab driver. £5, that was the price of finding his bearings again. He gave the driver the only name he had, the Bluebird Hotel. One of those places where you felt out of place the second you walked in, unless your bloodline ran very, very close to royalty. Welcome to the Bluebird Hotel. How may I assist you, sir? The concierge was clearly restraining his condensation. The visitor's outfit costs less than a cleaner's uniform in this place. I was told to report here, he replied, in the tone of someone clarifying a misunderstanding or excusing an unpleasant duty. At the request of Albert Bentley, please check. Of course, I'll check right away. He smiled warmly, though there was irony lurking at the corner of his eyes. Unfortunately, we have no one here by that name. In that case, I'm sorry and I wish you a pleasant evening. The visitor turned toward the door, took 3 steps toward to the exit, and then returned to the concierge. He cleared his throat, narrowed his eyes, smiled like a fox, and asked, "Excuse me, isn't there another Bluebird in London?" Before the concierge could assemble all the elements of his expression into a temple of indignation, he heard someone approaching the reception and saying, "Every gentleman in the kingdom would shoot you for those words." "Is that right?" The visitor smiled faintly upon hearing the familiar voice. The concierge smiled as well. A pleasant, though false, atmosphere settled in. The concierge spoke. "Sacred words, Mr. Wolf. Truly, truly sacred." "Mr. Wolf?" The visitor mocked inwardly, then said it aloud, but with greater seriousness. "Mr. Wolf. James, at least. Mr. Andrews, please prepare a room for my colleague. An indefinite stay. Make sure he has everything he needs." "Of course, sir." "Of course, sir. Your name?" "Now lie there," he thought. Aloud he said, "Reaper. James Reaper." They walked down the corridor in silence. James, because he did not want to spoil the game. Albert, or rather lately Mr. Wolf, hard to say. At least he spoke in a polite and formal tone. "Here it is, your room. 312, just above mine. Once you settle in, Wolf, you changed your citizenship as well. James, when are we going to talk? You haven't contacted me in 5 years. Suddenly, you write telling me to come essentially immediately. James, but I found them.